welcome to another episode of your Human Service News and Information. I am Hassan Rashid, your host, and I'll be here with you for approximately 25 more minutes. It's excellent being here with you once again, and it's such a great achievement to come into your lives like we do here daily at CCTV. This is your Human Service News and Information, and I guess you guessed it by the videos that, the opening videos, that this is Women's History Month. Women's History Month. There's a big story behind that. It was officially scheduled for March 8th to be International Women's History Year. But the President, Barack Obama, he made this occasion, he extended. He says the whole month of March is Women's History Month. So that's what our broadcast today is going to be about. Women's History Month 2016. So we're going to try to get back to that video before our time expires here at Human Service News and Information. Okay, but right now I'd like to just tell you about some of the things that's happening right here at CCTV. There is the Cambridge Bites. Cambridge Bites features the stories and flavors of local restaurants from all over the city. That's a Cambridge Community Television hosting a production opportunity for members. Okay, this is a chance to get the first-hand feel of production experience while learning about the Cambridge restaurants you know and love. If interested in participating in this new CCTV show, contact Natalie. That's Natalie at the 617-401-4006 or Natalie at cctvcambridge.org. The first information session will be held March 23rd. That's mark the calendars now. That's March 23rd at 6 p.m. So if you're interested in Cambridge Bites, you contact Natalie at 617-401-4006 or Natalie at cctvcambridge.org. I'm Hassan Rashid, and I'd like to also remind you that during Black History Month, you can go down to 5 Calendar Street and get all the fresh produce that your little hearts desire. That's the Cambridge Winter Farmers Market every Saturday at from 10 to 3 p.m., 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. every Saturday at 5 Calendar Street up until April now. April next month, they're going to close and they're going to just revert over to summer Cambridge Farmers Market. So while they're there, winter, you still have an opportunity to get fresh produce, everything. I even heard that they're selling liquor down there too. So that's a 5 Calendar Street, Cambridge Winter Farmers Market. Okay, this is Black History Month, but I want to bring your focus on this special issue, and it's about homeless women. You know, homeless women, I mean, they should be the top priority for Women's Month in the North America, okay? But here is an article about women, homeless women who are sleeping on the street. Today, fortunately, we got a nice day, but last week wasn't too good. The week before that wasn't too good. The women on the street, and this is what I'm saying. This is a special article about ministrating while homeless. Women out there ministrating while homeless. That's a health issue. Homelessness is a public health issue that must be addressed, and I don't understand why all of these municipal policymakers are circumventing this issue, this homeless issue, and innovations to address homelessness while there are women sleeping on the street at night and with poor hygiene. Menstruation while homelessness. An ignorant, inescapable issue, and this has to be addressed. And if I have if I have any breath lasting in me, I'm going to address it. Right, I'm going to take it right to the horse's mouth. As City Council will tell you, you got to do something about these women sleeping on the street, and I've been doing it all along. Okay. The winning idea of public policy competition addresses a nationwide problem that makes many uncomfortable to discuss: menstruation and female hygiene. That's a female personal hygiene. And that's a serious issue, and it's a serious violation of every human rights law in the universe to leave women out in the street at night and their children, and when their children sleeping on the street, and they're having these ministrational cycles, okay? There's one thing that most homeless women can count on in their otherwise stressful and unpredictable lives: getting their period. And with equal predictability, those women struggle every month to cope with the pain and menstrual cramps and the added challenges of trying to keep clean without the benefits of a regular shower. And one of the most overlooked hygiene problems for homeless women, a group of graduate students from the University of Georgia is trying to do something about it, okay? When you talk about hygiene for the homeless, you talk about how they don't have ready access to water or soap or toothpaste. You don't talk about feminine products, said Brianna Roberts, one of 4 students developing a pilot program called Feed Me, Me, okay? The program would supply feminine hygiene products to homeless women in Athens, and eventually they hope across the state of Georgia. The Cambridge, the city policymakers, they did go on a line to provide blankets for homeless people, but they didn't extend that and go as far to supply personal hygiene items to homeless women and children out there in the street. We're going to talk about that. I've been addressing that too all along at City Council. Okay, homeless women are already at risk for mental setbacks, she added, not being able to maintain their feminine hygiene, leaving them feeling helpless, ashamed, and vulnerable, and that cycles them back into that depression. There are also public health concerns. Women who don't have access to proper material have to resort to whatever is around, the socks and rags that aren't clean, to absorb their flow and keep the rest of their clothes from getting soiled. Most women menstruate for between 4 and 7 days. That kind of prolonged exposure is dirty and soiled items can lead to a vaginal infection, which experts say can suppress the reproductive tract, natural defense, and weaken the immune system. This, in turn, can make a woman more vulnerable to the sexually transmitted human papilloma virus, which is a cause of cervical cancer. Okay, I'm not going to extend that article any longer, but you've got the main idea that something has to be done about these homeless women out here on the street, and some of them bring their children along and they sleep out. They don't have anything because you policymakers are dragging your behinds on priorities that should address these issues. So I'm Hassan Rashid, and this is your Human Service News and Information, and I don't want to get too emotional about it, but it's time that something has to be done, considering how rich Cambridge is. They're always bragging about policymakers, how rich Cambridge is. Well, if you're so rich, why don't you help the less fortunate? Start with the women out there in the street, homeless women on their menstrual period, okay, et cetera, et cetera. We're going to get back into that. I'm not finished with that, but we're going to move right along, okay? Right now I got the Woman History Month, Woman of Character, Courage, and and Commitment, okay? So this is Boston, from the Boston Heritage Trail, but we're gonna skip that because we're Cambridge, we're not Boston, and right now there's a lot of information about Woman History Month that's transpiring right now, events, et cetera, happening right here in Boston. But what I want to focus on right now is Cambridge. The Cambridge Commission on the Status of Women. You Find Strength. That's their theme. A guide for women and their family who are homeless, okay? There's a guide coming out now for women, homeless, especially homeless women, and it will help them to find strength. And this is published by the Cambridge Commission on the Status of Women, okay? So this guide was developed to offer women who are homeless with children a starting point to learn about the service available to them in the Cambridge, Somerville, and Greater Boston areas. It is meant to support their efforts to regain independence and find housing for their families. The guide also includes tips and inspiration for women who have gone through the experience of homelessness. For more information about the guide, please contact contact the Women's Commission. That's 617-349-4697. I understand that's a very good guide. And then putting this, that's a very good job. And then putting this guide together for women and their families who are homeless. So if you like additional information, you can call, once again, 617-349-4697, and this will help you in your efforts in addressing the needs of our less fortunate homeless population, and especially our females, the most vulnerable of the two sexes. Women are more more vulnerable, and they're more sensitive, etc., and they're more fragile than our male counterparts. So it's good that you have this information that you can share if you're interested. You can share with women. So this is 617-349-4697. You can share with the homeless women out there, okay? In our midst, okay? I'm Hassan Rashid, and this is your Human Service News and Information, okay? Right now, there's the women. That's the women in honor of Women History Month. The WIB. That's Women Information Bio, Greater Boston and Johnson & Johnson Innovation JLab, WHM Events, the WIB Lobster Pot, okay, Lobster Pot. This is an event that's happening in the MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technical area, okay? There she is. Hold on. We'll get back to you in a minute. But this is an event. It's by the Massachusetts Institute of, it's a Women Bio. Women Bio. It's WIB, and it's all about women, and it's an event that's happening down at the Massachusetts Technological Institute of Technology in that area. It's the Microsoft Center. So the Microsoft Center is putting this on. But I want to share this information with you. It's a very important event for Cambridge. What better way to honor Women History Month than to celebrate powerful women in the life of science? We will feature two groups of influential women in the biotech space, 8 female executives from startup raising funds, and 5 senior level women at the investment firms will come together in the piranha pool. That's what they also call a lobster pot, I think. And join us at the Lab Central on March 16th. Now, write that down. Get that date together. That's March 16th. They want you to join them at the Lab Central on March 16th, once again, to learn how to pitch, to invest more effectively, and to check out some exciting new costs in the life of a science space. So whatever you are starting your own company, raising money, or just want to celebrate powerful women, this is one event that you can't afford to miss. Come check out companies across 4 different sectors within the life sciences: therapeutics, diagnostic, devices, healthcare, IT. This event will also provide invaluable opportunity to network, as the name suggests. This event will be in the Shark Tank style, which each fundraising executive pitching to investigate and the audience. The investors will provide feedback on the pitch and comment on the ideas presented. The audience will also have the opportunity to rate each pitch. Okay, so that's the event for international. Originally, it was for International Women's Day, but the president made it International Women's Month. Okay, so that's at MIT, and that's at we lost it. WIB Piranha Pool, Microsoft New England Center. So that's One Memorial Drive, Cambridge. That's the WIB Piranha Pool, March 16th to 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Microsoft New England R&D Center, One Memorial Drive. Okay, that's a high tech area in Cambridge, okay? I'm Hassan Rashid, and I'd like to, there's a video that I'd also like to share with you on, that will share with you some activities concerning Women's History Month, okay? And this will help you to become more sensitive to women issues, especially the women who I find that they're the lowest of totem pole, that's the homeless women.
Fiercely independent, she earned 4 Academy Awards and refused to conform to society's expectations of women. She earned $1.50 a day as a washerwoman to become the first female self-made millionaire in America. She dreamt of flying when few dared and became the first female aviator and the second person to fly solo across the Atlantic. She was arrested 23 times, tortured and jailed for 5 years. Her art and her convictions made her legend in Brazil and around the world. She contracted polio at 6, survived a horrific traffic accident at 18, and became an iconic, internationally celebrated painter. She was underpaid, typecast, even suspended for refusing a role, yet became one of the biggest Hollywood stars and a timeless cultural icon. An outsider who dared to make her own way. She became an activist.
Okay, that's some indication of how well off some of these women have become in our country. But the thing is, my focus is the fact that there are also women out here who are not so well off, and they're homeless, they're sleeping on the street tonight, and some of them have their children. But I want to inform you that I have introduced a homeless trust fund that will help to eliminate or add some type of help for women on the street. That's a homeless trust fund. So I want you to contact your city councilman and your city council, municipal policymakers, and tell them to get behind Rashid's bill or ordinance 2 for a homeless trust fund, and that's at the state level too. And we have that same bill. We're trying to create a bill at the state level for homeless trust fund, which will do something. Will help. It won't end it, but it will help. That's a homeless trust fund. So you contact your local elected officials and tell them to get behind Rashid's homeless trust fund. Okay, we're gonna move right along. We're gonna try to end the program with another little Mother's Women's History Month video, and this one is okay. This is well, I did promise you I'd get back to the first one, so let's see what we have here. Okay. Okay, we have a little bit of that left. But once again, I'd like to remind you that before I leave you, and I keep encouraging you to keep your nose clean, play it straight, and don't forget to assist someone in need of your help to be successful. I'm Hassan Rashid. Until next time, I leave you with the international cordial, and that is peace.
activist for peace and gender equality.